Hey guys, I'm here. It's time to do some comic book reviews this week. Things are going to be a little bit different this week because I am so stressed for time. I tried doing this a couple times before. Couldn't get it under 10 minutes. So I'm going to do this a little bit different this week. So I'm just going to do honorable mentions. Check these books out. A lot of them are really good. So I'm just going to go over a very brief synopsis of what they are. So yeah, and some of them I'll redirect you to a YouTuber who does a much better job on some of these reviews. So yeah, first one up is Secret Invasion Aftermath, Beta Ray Bill, The Beginning of Eden. This pretty much follows up Beta Ray Bill after Secret Invasion. It goes into more of a sort of philosophical thing. What makes a man? What makes some person with powers more than they are? It's kind of religious, little bit of religious aspect in there too. But we just pretty much see how Beta Ray Bill handles things and handles his power, and we see why he has a big burden on his shoulders, and he tries to mix the best things available to him. Tries to make things better than we know what they are, and does his best, the best he can out of certain situations. So this was a good book, and even though this is a one shot, we're going to see Beta Ray Bill again in another one shot where he confronts Galactus about Galactus devouring his home world and him being basically the last of the species. Alright, next book up is Transformers Maximum Dinobots number 5. I really would like to explain this one because this was a pretty good book, but EnergonGal does a much better job explaining Transformers books. Link is up in the description bar. She will be doing a review on this, a synopsis on this in this book. She's doing an excellent job with All Hail Megatron and with Maximum Dinobots. So I encourage you to check out her channel. She does a much better job than I ever could with Transformers reviews. So, but just keep in mind this was a very cool book. And by the way, Miss Bumblebee 1, if you're watching, this one's for you. Wherever you can, come pick this up. All right. Next book up is this was a really good book. This kind of choked me up a little bit when I kind of read it. I not kind of read it, but I did read it. Brubaker's Captain America number 49. This book, basically just follows Sharon Carter. Now, if your memory's kind of foggy, or if you haven't read a Cap book lately, Sharon Carter is the last person who was with Captain America before he died. She actually shot Steve Rogers while being brainwashed by the Red Skull. This pretty much follows her putting the pieces back together after she escaped from Skull's mind control, and she's basically piecing things back together, trying to figure out life and stuff like that, what to do afterwards and stuff, and what to make of all the situation. The one thing that brings all this stuff together in one piece is when she finds out that she was pregnant with Steve's baby, and that she had a miscarriage and stuff like that, which was very sad to see that. I mean, it's very emotional, very tragic stuff. But we find out that she remembers something about her being brainwashed and being interrogated and stuff like that. And she sees an image in the background. We don't know what she saw or who she saw in the background, or what she remembers, but we do know there is something or some force that was behind all that brainwashing stuff. So so yeah, very cool stuff. And Falcon's even trying to track the Cap impersonator, Red Skull's Cap, to where she's at, and it looks like this other Cap, this evil Cap, the bad Cap, has Falcon likes to say, is basically trying to put his chess pieces in the right place so he can, make his move. So, but this was good stuff. This was really, really good stuff. Brubaker always does a fantastic job with Cap. And number 50 is going to be excellent, I think. It's going to be fantastic. Okay, next book up is Walking Dead, number 60. We see Rick's group from the last issue running from this huge zombie herd, as they like to call it. Tens of thousands of zombies after Rick's boy, Rick's friend from quite a long time ago, and there goes my mail, and Abraham. And they're all running from these massive hordes of zombies. They're very, very close to where they're supposed to be, at that gas station. They try to hide in the house. They try to trick the zombies into thinking that they're in the house. They fail, and so they're on the run basically the whole book. They're on the run. They're on foot because they ran into the zombie horde while they were in the car, and the car was trashed. So this book provided a lot of good adrenaline rush. Very action packed, good stuff, good writing. We find out that one of the characters is not too happy with Rick right now, because every time Rick is around, he brings trouble with him. So yeah, and there's another touching scene with Maggie, the one character who tried to kill herself and stuff like that in a couple issues ago. Goes to her significant other and says, "You know what? It was stupid of me to do that. I see that now, but I see life differently now, and I really care about you and stuff like that." So that was a touching scene. But at the very, very end of the book, it doesn't pertain to the story, but at the very end of the book, it looks like The Walking Dead is the book as a whole has been taken a little bit of a different direction. It looks like there's going to be a much bigger threat, or a more serious threat than zombies in the next couple of books. So we see a little bit of foreshadowing as to people being more of a villain in this than the zombies are. So good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, next book, quickly, because I'm running out of time. Cover of the week goes to Wolverine Noir, number 1. In my opinion, Daredevil Noir was a little bit better, but yeah, but the cover is sweet, though. I really like the cover. Quickly, Wolverine is a detective in this one. We just find out a little bit of backstory from the Logan Wolverine in the Noir universe. We find out he's really good with blades, hence the way he looks with the claws and stuff like that. It's sort of kind of a classic detective story. Girl goes in, has a job for him, and then all that's gone awry and stuff like that. It's more to the mystery than meets the eye. Not a Transformers logo, by the way. But yeah, it was pretty good. But I do prefer Daredevil Noir a little bit more from this. This was kind of a little bit too cliche for a detective comic, so or a mystery comic. So that's why I was like, I kind of like Daredevil a little bit more. Beatdown of the week goes to Green Lantern Corps, number 35. We see a little bit of the Green Lantern Corps going after the Red Lantern, who escaped from the Sin Cells and beating down all these Sinister Corps members. We see Sodomyat go back to his homeworld, and we see a huge Sinister Corps member who is a giant galactic snake, which I thought was very, very cool, wrapping around Sodomyat's homeworld, which was fantastic. And we get to see a little bit glimpse of Sinestro at his homeworld, finding out, wanting to have a little heart-to-heart, as he likes to call it, with his daughter, so who's a Green Lantern Corps member. So very, very cool stuff. But book of the week, so impressed with this. All Hail Megatron, Transformers All Hail Megatron, number 10. This impressed me so much, but like I said, to get a better review of this, go to EnergonGal's channel in the description bar. She does a much better job with Transformers stuff, like I said, than me, and than I ever could. So, but trust me, pick this up. You'll be very, very pleased when you did. It's a really, really good story. All right, Metal Gear Solid 4 Part 2 will be up tomorrow. So make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Any hateful, spiteful comments will be deleted. So it's time, Jim, signing off. Take care, guys. I'll see you guys soon.